This is Local 15 News.
All right, we're taking a live look at the beach and Gulf Shores right now where red flags are flying high. Weather in the Gulf and dangerous rip currents have caused officials to take action in order to keep everybody safe. It's our big story right now at 6.
The safety precautions come as Tropical Storm Bill continues to dump heavy rain in an area that's been hit hard in recent weeks. And although the threat of severe weather is not as big in our area, we are still feeling the effects of the storm. Local 15's Modupe Idowu joins us now from Gulf Shores with how dangerous just wading in the water can be. Modupe.
Well, you know, Greg, officials are asking people to be careful. You know, 21 people were rescued over the weekend in Gulf Shores and in Orange Beach. The waters are pretty rough, and officials tell me it's because of Tropical Bill.
We're just enjoying our family down from Illinois. Glad they're here and glad we were able to take them to the beach.
Even on this bright, sunny, beautiful day in Gulf Shores.
It doesn't get better than mouths full of sand, getting tumbled around like a weed. That's what you're here for.
Someone is raining on these beachgoers' parade. Tropical Storm Bill has made landfall in Texas, but it's creating waves here.
Yeah, we heard about him. He's not a nice guy, right?
Today, single red flags are flying in Gulf Shores.
When we do have events like Tropical Storm Bill or, you know, any kind of system out on the Gulf, you should always use a little bit more caution than you would on a normal day.
And according to city officials, 14 people were rescued over the weekend in Orange Beach and 7 people were rescued in Gulf Shores.
2 were transported with ground ambulance. The others were treated on scene and they refused any further medical treatment.
Beach safety supervisor Scott Smother says the majority of victims are out-of-towners.
They know that we do have red flags, but they enter the water and they underestimate their swimming ability. They get in the rip current and the rip current takes them out.
And it's why Woody Kane is keeping his grandkids and nieces close.
I wouldn't let them go in past waist deep at the most. Rip tides are pretty rough out there today.
Now, according to Smothers, it is illegal to get out in the waters if double red flags are flying, and if you do so, you could be fined or even arrested. Reporting live in Gulf Shores, I'm Modupe Idowu, Local 15 News.
Always good advice. All right, Modupe, thanks. Another company has been added to the list of facilities going up at the Mobile Aeroplex at Brookley. The latest announcement was made today during day 2 of the Paris Air Show. Maz Aviation out of Germany will build a second facility near Airbus for painting aircraft. The first facility will be located at the Airbus plant itself. The project expected to cost $39 million and create 80 jobs. Construction set to get underway this fall. It should take about a year.
EasyJet has reached an agreement with Airbus to upgrade more than 100 of its cabins. The new cabins will feature 6 more seats, but promises to maintain the current comfort level. The redesign will also allow full access to one of the restrooms for people with limited mobility. The new cabins will arrive from the Airbus production line in May of 2016. For more information on Airbus, including how to track the ship that's carrying parts to the port city, visit our website, local15tv.com. Mobile police are hoping to improve police interactions with the help of a new video that the department released today.
It's part of a new initiative called Respect for Everyone. Local 15's Christian Jennings is live at police headquarters with why Chief James Barber feels this program will have an impact. Christian?
Well, first off, this video is actually already posted on MPD's website and on our website under the Find It section. It's right here. It's about 15 minutes long, and it really outlines what is expected of police officers and citizens during, say, a traffic stop. Chief Barber told me today that he believes it really allows the community to take an active role in police training.
There is an increased tension between police and certain communities because of what they see on TV in Ferguson or Baltimore.
Mobile Police Chief James Barber is looking to ease that tension with this PSA.
When you're stopped by police, as we identify in the video, a lot of people become very nervous on that type of interaction. You don't really know what to expect. And so we're telling them what they should expect from police officers as well as what we expect during the interaction.
The video instructs police officers to treat all citizens with respect, never make decisions based solely on gender, race, or religion, and explain reasons for interactions. Citizens are told to remain calm, keep hands where officers can see them, be respectful, and tell officers if they have a weapon.
So if there's a gun in your glove box, for example, and the officer's asking for your registration, it is very wise to warn the officer that there is a handgun before you reach into that glove box.
Chief Barber says misperceptions about what police can and cannot do are some of the biggest driving factors that cause conflict during interactions on the street.
Telling an officer they can't enter a house is actually correct unless there's exigent circumstances. And if we've received, for instance, a 911 call that from a female inside the house that's in distress, the officers are going to enter that house to make sure that that female is okay.
Mobilians we talked to believe the new program will make a difference.
I definitely think it'll help.
It makes the public more aware of what they should do and their rights, because some people, they just generally don't know.
Now, if you remember a while back, the city purchased body cameras like this one that I just pulled up on the internet. And the chief tells me that these body cameras are here. In fact, training with the cameras will begin first thing tomorrow. It's just another tool to help better the relationship between police officers and citizens. Reporting live outside MPD headquarters tonight, Christian Jennings, Local 15 News.
Christian, thanks. Mobile County District Attorney Ashley Rich is throwing her support behind an anti-bullying license plate. Recent high school graduate Bailey Smith is behind the idea. There she is. Right now, Bailey needs 1,000 commitments before the state will print the new plates. Rich says the license plate can help bring up the discussion on the dangerous effects of bullying. The slogan on the plate reads, "Bully free starts with me."
Well, tonight, high school students from northern Alabama and Missouri are in the area to help repair homes.
Yeah, they are braving the heat, and so is Local 15's Lauren Sarchapone, who joins us live from the Oakley district with why these kids want to help out in the community. Hey, Lauren.
Hey guys, well, this is a part of the Raise the Roof project, and it's basically a small localized missions trip. You know, it really is a labor of love, and these kids are doing it so families can have a stable home.
While most people may have an actual house, it isn't their actual home where they want to be, and it may look all right on the outside, but once you go on the inside, there's some work that needs to be done.
It's not your typical summer for these high school students.
Today, I've been on the roof twice, pulling up shingles and pulling up nails.
There's been a lot of burn damage in this room, and it's only in this room, so there's a big fire, so we're having to scrape all the paint off, and we're going to repaint it later in the week.
Knocking down plaster from the ceiling is not fun when it hits you in the face.
They're repairing homes in the port city, scraping walls, hammering nails, and painting a roof.
Well, the man who owns it, Mr. Finkley, has 7 kids, and I know he wants to pass it down, so we're really trying to help him out and keep it in good shape.
And the heat, it's scorching outside.
Just drinking a lot of water and staying in the shade whenever we can, and every once in a while I just make it look like I'm working, and I'm really not. Just kind of hang around.
It's a summer of facing challenges.
I've also learned to conquer my fear of heights because I climbed on the roof, which was really awesome.
And overcoming obstacles.
I see things from a new perspective now. I've never actually done this before, so it's a learning experience.
Just so one family can rest their heads comfortably at night.
The kids are working on 3 homes total here in Mobile, and they should be done by the end of next week. Reporting live in Mobile, Lauren Sarchapone, Local 15 News.
Lauren, thanks. The number of snake bites continues to climb as we head into the summer months. Already this year, the Poison Control Center at Children's of Alabama Clinic is reporting 45 bites, with 13 of those being children. If you are bitten, Poison Control says try to stay calm to prevent your heartbeat from beating faster and go directly to the ER. You don't need to wrap the bite or put ice on it. They say you can wash it with soap and water.
Yikes, scary stuff. Yeah. Well, things got a bit heated today at Mobile Botanical Gardens. A fire was intentionally set in the longleaf pine forest.
Local 15's Katie Herrera explains why the prescribed burn was all for a good cause.
With a drip torch in hand, forestry experts at the Mobile Botanical Gardens burned through 8 acres of longleaf pine forest. But the fire isn't meant to harm. It's meant to help.
Fire plan today is meant to restore that natural functioning ecosystem.
Patrick McGow has been a forester for 14 years, and he's the one directing the flames.
You give a few weeks, you're going to see a lot of green up, a lot of flowers will be on this site this fall. It'll be heavily used by the native wildlife, the birds, all the ground-dwelling animals. So it's going to regenerate itself very quickly, and it'll be a new forest after the burn.
Quite exciting opportunity for us and for the public.
Andrew Saunders with the Botanical Gardens is excited to see the burn create such a buzz. This is the first time they've allowed the public to watch.
Friend said, You've got a rush here. It's going to be spectacular, and it really is. And it's impressive the way that they have controlled it.
Diane Frank brought her grandkids along for a lesson about Mother Nature.
It was really cool, and I think that it's exciting as a kid to know that sometimes people actually do light fires on purpose and can control them. Some places have big, huge mounds of fire, and then some places barely have any fire.
Either way, it's a beneficial blaze.
If you take a look around at all the black soot that's surrounding me now, it was actually a thick brush that came up to my knees earlier this morning. But now it's gone so that new growth can rise through. Reporting at Mobile Botanical Gardens, I'm Katie Herrera, Local 15 News.
Well, the man who posed for a selfie holding a gun to a city employee's head is facing another loss tonight.
Yeah, the latest repercussion for Charles Friesen after he lost his job as a security guard. That's coming up tonight at 10 o'clock.
Do you do this while you're driving? What else do you do while you're driving? Coming up next, a world premiere video that tells you what not to do when you're behind the wheel.